Hello?
Where you at?
Downstairs?
Come here.
Alright. .99 speed. I stay away from Tyreek Woolen. We're not being Woolen deep.
I'm trying to love you like a child do. I wanna know if you do what you keep it cool. Take trips and colleges and start to school. Mommy, she's actually a good one. So affectionate, oh, special, and I like West Coast. Get back on. Got all these boys here because I packed on. My fly, come on, we spin a bag on it. Yeah, we so extra, nigga.
That's trying to.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight. Didn't. In it for the long.
Now for the Silver City Beautiful and home to the Mountain Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Set to go in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it managed to pick up about 4 at second down. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the commander is in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Who's that? That was my running back.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Now
a hit off the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. So this game of our turn is, the talk of the NFL world every week. 2 unbeaten teams, and you rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to win the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Here's Daniels. Flush to his right. It's good to Williams. It goes as a game of 9 minutes and change. Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely. And you walk all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers down here to hurt you first.
It's a pretty strong running there. He'll take us across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a pickup of 12, but a Commander's first down. This running game is so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Running game working first down. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements are up, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Daniels looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We talked about this Seahawks defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Up the middle they go. Marion. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the open drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about when one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking left side, it's going in. That's Williams.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. But a great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Mond going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Mond looks to throw. Finds Pickens out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Mond. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now it's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger. Hawk 70.
Now a handoff up the middle. Marion. Still fighting. Still going. He may go. And he takes it in. Touchdown Commanders. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. To the air goes Daniels. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mon. Finding Walker complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Mon. Pushes him over. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Marion. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second and 10. Now Daniels. Complete. It's Henry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Throwing now is Daniels. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll run on first down. Marion. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Second down and 3. To throw is Daniels. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
lying.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Up the middle they go. Marion. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That's complete to Laporta. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Ready. 70 range. 70 range. Here we go. Shot. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll find Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
And that's good for another Seahawks
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 4-point game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Mond out of the shotgun. This is Fant on the short completion. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted. Escapes the defender. He's still on his feet. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, able to avoid him. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Ken Walker, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? And
he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's Daniels. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Commanders have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Look at the big man rumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 70 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We had a high-scoring first half, and that really has continued here into the second half.
If you like defense, there's
no
way you can continue to watch this, but you probably are with your fingers spread, right? Watching them through those eyes, trying to say, my goodness, when can they stop someone? But this game is so much fun. You're watching it because the competitiveness of both offenses going at each other, it's been a blast.
A lot of entertainment. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Marion. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Marion. And it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The tie definitely. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Daniels looking to throw. He completes it to Henry. Down inside the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Walker has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Mon going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mond. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. From the 33, here's second down and 7. To the air goes Daniels. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Up the middle they go. Marion. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 202 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And he's got it. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Washington will line up for a 2-point conversion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now they send a man in motion right. They're going to try and run. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 3. Mon looks to throw. To the right side, incomplete. And a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Let's go.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And this is just a little touch pass. They set the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Here's 1st down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now a handoff up the middle. Marion. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jensen. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This is 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. There we go, set. 18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here comes 2nd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Set up. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Ready?
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.